Hey everybody! Week 4 starting out today. Today's the 28th. I didn't make a video last week. I picked up an extra shift last week. So that made for 3 12s in a row, which, you know, that's normal, but I'd only been scheduled for 2 last week, and so it was right smack dab in the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and so by the time I got around to making a video, or thought about making a video, it was Thursday. So I was like, oh, I'll just make one next week. And I was a little disappointed last week too, because I only lost a pound last week. You know, the first week I lost a little over 5 pounds. Second week I lost like 1.5 pounds. Then last week I lost a pound. And so I was just really, I still can't figure out why I've only lost, you know, a pound each week. But on the bright side, my goal each month was to lose 5 pounds every month for 12 months, and that's 60 pounds. So I have surpassed that. I'm going to give y'all my totals here in just a little bit. I'm going to talk about the weeks and some things that I tried this week. So last week was just kind of a work week, kind of a back and forth kind of thing, with work and home and dog and husband and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really do anything new last week, but this week I tried 3 different things. First thing that I tried, I really liked it. It was zucchini noodles, so zoodles. You can find all kind of recipes on Pinterest. The one that I tried was shrimp scampi zoodles. So I got a spiralizer for Christmas. Hopefully I'm going to make a couple Instagram videos the next time I do this, because every time I think about making a video, I'm already halfway done with what I'm doing. So the next time I do it, I will make a video for you guys. I kind of have to tweak and perfect the recipe a little bit, because it was really good. You just put the zoodles in your spiralizer and you just turn it, or I don't know if they make electric ones, because I just have the one that you hand turn. And on mine you can select thin spirals, thick spirals, or ribbons. And so I just did the thin, and I put in some shrimp and butter, some garlic, red pepper, a little bit of chicken stock. And that was my problem, was I put in a little too much chicken stock, so it was a little too soupy. But it was still really good. And put some Parmesan cheese on top. It was awesome. And let me grab my phone real quick. Trying to follow me in here, so I was just gonna look up. I use MyFitnessPal for all my food logging for my macros and everything. So let me go back to, I don't remember when I had it. Okay, so my 1 medium zucchini had 3.2 carbs. It probably has less net carbs. Oh, that is net carbs. Sorry about that. So 3.2 net carbs. Parmesan cheese has 0.3, so that's 3.5 so far. I used some butter that doesn't have carbs. And shrimp doesn't have carbs. So for a big meal, I had 3.5 net carbs. It was amazing. And I was really full after that. And then, let's see, yesterday, so what's today? Today's Sunday. Saturday, I've done so much this weekend, y'all, it's hard to keep track of the days. We'll get to that in a minute. I'll tell you what all I've done this week. I felt like I was having to compete with that heater for a minute, so sorry. So yesterday, I did some cleaning up around the house. I mopped, I did all kinds of stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try some cloud bread, because we went and got some groceries on Friday, and I got some cream of tartar, however you say it. I got some of that, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to make that cloud bread. So I made the cloud bread. So what you do, or the recipe that I followed, you do 3 egg whites and 3 egg yolks. So in the pan with the 3 egg whites, you put in 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, and then in the 3 yolks, you put in like 1.5 ounces of cream cheese. I think it was like 3 tablespoons, but I just converted the measurements. And so you whip up your egg whites and your cream of tartar until it's stiff peaks, and then you cream together. You cream together your yolks and cream cheese. So once all that's done, you blend in, like gently blend in your whites into your yolks, and then you scoop it out onto like a baking sheet, and you bake it. I think it was at like 300 for 30 minutes. And so I was like, yes, I get to have a sandwich. I get to have a grilled cheese, a bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm so excited. And then I bit into it. Really disappointed. I really am disappointed. And this is the only reference that I could think would make a little bit of sense. As a kid, I remember chewing on packing peanuts. I didn't eat them. I just chewed on them. And like it was kind of airy, kind of textured. That's the way the cloud bread is. And it's just bland. It's just plain. Like it's not something that I personally enjoy. It's not something that I really, would be like, yes, 10 out of 10 would do again, No, it's nothing like that. So I'm gonna have to find a different bread recipe that I'll enjoy, because I just didn't really like that cloud bread. And then I also made, this is not my third thing, but this is just kind of another thing that I made. I made some tomato bisque soup that is like 6.4 net carbs per cup. So I had a big old bowl of soup and didn't go over my carbs yesterday. I was really excited about it. But my whole plan was to have a grilled cheese on my cloud bread, and no, it just didn't work out. It just wasn't good. It just was not good. But the other thing that I tried, was it yesterday? I guess it was yesterday. Was we got an air fryer for my parents for Christmas, and I seasoned some chicken drumsticks with some salt and pepper and put them in the air fryer for however long it tells you to click on the little thing. And I melted together like 3 tablespoons of butter and like 3 tablespoons of buffalo sauce, and made a buffalo sauce out of that. And once the chicken wings are done, I coated them in that, put them back in the air fryer for about 5 more minutes. They were so good. They were so good, and I was so hungry. But what I didn't realize, and I really should have, was how many calories the drumsticks have as opposed to a wing. And so I had 6 drumsticks for supper last night, and it was like 1,000 calories. Now, granted, I think there might have been like 2 carbs for all of those drumsticks, but I definitely went over my calories yesterday, for sure, by about 500. So, and that was non-intentional. I just didn't think it through very well, but they were really good, y'all. Really good. I have been giving in to temptations again this week. My husband's been sick. Everybody in my neck of the woods has the flu. Flu or strep throat. Running fevers, coughing their heads off. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, the works. I mean, it's bad. It's bad here. And so I've kind of been, giving into his indulgences, whatever he'll eat, and so we got the stuff whenever we went to the grocery store Friday to bake a cake, yellow cake with chocolate icing, and in total since Friday I've probably had a piece of cake, which is fantastic. Like that shows some restraint for me, because I love sweets, I love chocolate, I love cake. It's wonderful. Oh, I could eat the whole thing. But it's so funny because hubby will ask, he'll be like, do you just want to smell it? I'm like, yes, just let me smell it. And so I'll just hold it up to my nose and be like, oh, it's so good. It sounds so crazy. Hopefully, I got to find that Lily's chocolate that everybody raves about on the keto forums and the Facebook pages and Pinterest and all that, because apparently it's really low carb or it's sugar free or something. I haven't really had a chance to really look up the nutritional facts and values on it, but I want to get some of that, and I want to make me some peanut butter fat bombs, some peanut butter cups out of it, because I love some peanut butter. Tonight I was gonna make waffles, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna make it out of the almond flour that I got or like cream cheese waffles. The cream cheese waffles take a little bit more energy. I just don't feel like it today, for real. I just really don't feel like getting out the blender, because one recipe said you had to have a blender to cream the eggs and the cream cheese together, and I'm not into it today, y'all. Not at all. Like I said, it has been a busy week. I worked, did I work 3 days in a row again? Yeah, I did. No. Did I? I don't know, y'all. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of last week. And then I worked Monday. So confused. Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, okay. I'm starting a new week. I'm starting a new week this week. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy on me. So last week, I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This week, I work tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Gotta get it together. And so, last week, I worked the 3 days. Hubby was homesick Friday. I got groceries. I organized the house. We've got a house guest with us for a little while. So we're having to get things rearranged and moved for that. God, what else did I do? Let's see. Last Monday, I took Axel to the groomer. That's what happened. And it rained that day. Y'all, I was so irritated because I swear, every time I mop the floor, it rains. I swear. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. If you want to know when it's going to rain, just let me mop my floor. But I took Axel to the groomer on Monday, did some cleaning up around the house, and of course it was raining. So stupid. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday worked. Hubby was home Friday. We organized some stuff Friday. I cleaned the house yesterday. Hubs didn't feel any better yesterday. He's not feeling any better today, so I'm not sure if he'll go to work tomorrow either. And then today, I just did some last minute little cleaning things around the house that I didn't get to yesterday, and I went and visited my great uncle who lives in Alabama. It's like an hour drive for me. He turned 84 last week, and he's more like a grandfather to me than an uncle. He makes me feel so welcome every time I go down there. My great aunt, she was always really good to me and my mom, and she was a sassy lady. She'd tell you what she thought no matter what. She was something, that's for sure. And she passed away a couple years ago, and ever since then, I try to go and see him as often as I can and call him and things like that. And he enjoys my company and I enjoy his, so it works out really good. And today whenever I went down there, I took him out for lunch, and at this little mom and pop kind of place, and I had grilled chicken tenders and like a vegetable medley, and it was so good. I don't know what they seasoned those chicken tenders in, but they were delicious, and so were the vegetables. It was zucchini, squash, and onions, and it was fantastic. Which I'm not a big fan of onions, so I eat like the little tiny ones that are like grilled to a crisp. and they were really good. Let's see. Let me go ahead and read off, tell you where I started January 1st as opposed to where I am today. Inches and everything I measured before the video started. And then we'll talk about what I hope and what I expect for this next week. Good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, right? So, whenever I started on January 1st, around my neck here where I measured was 13 inches. Today it was 12 and 3/4. Left arm was 13 inches around. Today it was 12 1/4. Same thing for the right. Whoop, whoop. Right arm, oh no, sorry, my right arm was 13 1/2 whenever I started. It was a little bit bigger. And today they're both the same size. They're 12 1/4. Left thigh and right thigh whenever I started was 25 1/2 inches. Today they're 24 1/2. Okay, so around my bust area, just like right across my chest whenever I started was 45. Today it's 44. Under my breast, I didn't measure that. I don't know why I didn't measure that whenever I started. But today it's 38 1/2. So I'll be able to, track that as I go. I was so pleased. So around my waist, around my belly button, whenever I started was 47 inches. Today it was 45 1/2. So I was really excited about that. Let's see. I'm going to add up these total inches lost here. In total, I have lost all around 6 3/4 inches. That's awesome. And so where I started was 227.6, and I still can't even try to control the look of disappointment on my face whenever I tell y'all 227.6. But this morning I was 219.6, so 8 pounds. 8 pounds so far in 4 weeks. That's roughly about 2 pounds a week. I'm super proud of it. I just want it to stay consistent. So this next week, I'm going to try my damnedest to not splurge. I'm going to try so hard to not let my little indulgences and my need for chocolate, all of that throw me out of whack. If I can get some low-carb chocolate or some other kind of sweet to curb that craving, I'm going to have to do it. Because I don't know what it is about this time around, but I have just been like, to hell with the bread and the pasta and all that and the rice, whatever. I need the chocolate. Like, I've been such a butthead. I have been just, I've been awful. And I apologize to my dear husband. We both have just been awful to deal with. Anyway. And he's got great excuses because he's sick. I don't have an excuse, So, I just am because I am, But I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to get something to curb that craving. And, my indulgence that I have is my bulletproof coffee. I still use a teaspoon of my stevia sweetener in my coffee. And I use some sugar-free creamer. Now, I know I said last week, I'm going to try to kick artificial sweeteners. I've done so much better this week, though. I've done so good. I've been drinking a ton of water and only using sweetener in my coffee. I think I've had some diet root beer. That's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh no, actually one day at work it was kind of a rough day, and I grabbed some Diet Dr. Pepper and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let myself have it today. Just let me have it. So, but that was only twice out of 7 days. Pretty proud of myself because week 3, I was having week 2 and 3 actually. I was having Coke Zero every day. And so I did so much better the second half of week 3 and this last week. So, I'm just going to try to do a little better this week. Hopefully, this sounds really bad, and I don't recommend doing this. I don't recommend doing this at all. I follow some other keto ladies on YouTube and Facebook, and I looked back at some of this one lady's videos to see where she was at, you know, the first month. And like her first month, she lost 6 pounds. Second month, same thing, 6 pounds. And I was like, oh, well, great, I'm ahead of the curve. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that, y'all. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to hit those plateaus and those stalls at different points in their journey, and you cannot compare yourself to somebody else. And I know that. And I did it anyway. It was really dumb. And I know my initial goal was 5 pounds a month. Yes, that is my goal. But if we're gonna be a little realistic, and if I'm gonna be utterly honest with everybody, I want to lose this 60 pounds as quick as I can, but I don't want it to come back just as quick. You know, the ultimate goal out of all this is to make myself happy. Goal number 1, make myself healthier and be able to live this lifestyle indefinitely with only minor, you know, cheats and splurges, special occasions, that kind of thing. Those are the ultimate goals out of all this. And however long it takes me to do that, I'm going to have to keep telling myself, you're okay with it. You're okay with it. If it takes that full year, you're going to be fine with it. Because I am. Because like I said, ultimately, if I can lose that 60 pounds, I'm good as gold. I am right as rain, y'all. And I have set, and I feel like that's a realistic expectation. And I get the little quirks, the little ideas where I'm like, you know, if I could lose 40 pounds by my birthday, which is in July, oh, I'd be looking so good for my birthday, and yada yada. If it don't happen, it don't happen. You're just gonna have to let it happen. I have to keep telling myself, you're gonna have to just let it happen, just let it go, because it'll happen. When it happens, you'll lose the weight. You know, if 1 month I only lose 3 pounds, whatever. Next month I may lose 10, kind of thing. I just have to be okay with it. So however long it's taking you to lose this weight, however long you have set forth in front of you, just be true to the process. You know, stick with the process. Keep going on your journey. Don't get discouraged, which, you know, do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. Don't get discouraged, because you're gonna do great. You're gonna be fabulous. You're gonna look fantastic however long it takes you. You know, my goal is a year. If it takes me a year and a half, it takes me a year and a half. You know, we had a motivational speaker come and speak to our hospital about resiliency and the need to kind of find your purpose in life, kind of thing, which being a nurse is my purpose, just gonna be honest. Helping people and, you know, sending somebody back home to their loved ones, or, you know, holding somebody's hand and telling them, hey, it's okay, you can go. You know, that's just what I'm here to do, and I know that's what I'm here to do. But she was talking about, no matter how you spend your time is being fulfilled. Your time is going by. Whether you're happy, you're mad, you're sad, you're doing what you want, you're not doing what you want, your time is being fulfilled. So it doesn't really matter when I reach these goals, just as long as I'm doing what I want to do. As long as I am doing this for me. not because I feel like I have to look a certain way or, be what society thinks that I need to be. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it because as a nurse, I know the effects that obesity can have on somebody. I've never come out and said this. I've always had suspicions, but I feel like I have some heart issues. I don't know if it's like congestive heart failure. I don't know if it's, just, some cardiomyopathy, which is like an enlarged heart. I don't know, because every time I'm set up to have tests run, I back out because I'm scared, because I don't want to know. But I'll have all the signs of, shortness of breath, weight gain, fluid overload. I have to take a diuretic, a water pill every day for my blood pressure, and so I don't feel so out of breath all the time. And so the last time I did keto, I lost weight, like 30 something pounds, 33 pounds, and I felt amazing. Like, I wasn't short of breath. I felt great. I felt like I could just do anything. And so I feel like if I lose that 60 pounds, I'm going to be where I want to be with my health. Maybe not necessarily, I'll be where I want with my looks, but that's not the goal. That's not the goal, y'all. The goal is to be healthier for yourself, for those around you, for my future children. I'm 24 years old. Might have some kids, in the next few years. I just want to be that for them. And so, no matter how you spend your time, and that's something that I'm having to learn too, you don't have time to be mad. You don't have time to be sad, because your time is being spent. Your time is being fulfilled however you are spending it. So, that's really all I got for y'all this week. Just some words of wisdom and a recap, and almost 7 inches in total loss everywhere, and 8 pounds. So it's been a good first month. I thank you guys so much for following along on this journey. I know it's been kind of back and forth and crazy, and I can't stay on track, it seems like, but with my thoughts or my keto. But I thank y'all so much for watching these videos. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, because if I do any food videos, I'm probably going to do it on Instagram. That way I don't have to pull out the camera and do all that kind of mess with putting it on YouTube. But I thank y'all so much. It's been a good first month, so hopefully we can just keep going for the next 11. Actually, for the next however long I'm going to be alive. Except for some little splurges. So, but thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all next week. Good Lord's willing, and the creek don't rise.